Welcome to Dollhouse Project number 7. So here's the scoop. It's kind of crummy outside, so I'm at my other little house and I'm going to use the kitchen because the floor is easy to sweep. And I bought myself a hand sander, a mouse sander. It's really cool. Splurged a little bit on the expense, but I've wanted one for a couple years, so I just finally decided, hang it, I'm gonna buy one. So I did, and it came with a really cool little bag that's sitting over there on my very messy work table. So yeah, what the job today is to try to sand as much of this red off as I possibly can. The problem I'm facing is when I was kind of looking over this, right here, there's a bubble. It's like it's warped from moisture, and the wood's a little bit weak right here, but I'm not going to worry about it. And the texture is just, it's pretty messy. So there's also some bits here, right here. So best I can tell, I kind of took the sander after it a little bit, and as you can see, there's a bit of blue. It's like there was blue, so I'm guessing the roof was blue at one point. But this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to sand this thing, or I'm going to try to. I bought a ton of extra little sanding pads. I still haven't tackled the dark bits on the side because it's still got this dark bit. And I haven't tackled the inside of it with anything that I want to do with it yet. I got some of your ideas. There was one about Little Women that I can't remember who wrote that book. About the March Girls. Really good book, even better movie. I don't know. Or I thought about turning into lots of little shops. And for Miss Mimi, your suggestion about the name for that feller that's in my son's Western dollhouse, and you suggested Rudolph, so I picked Rudolph. Except we're gonna call him Rudy for short. But it kind of looked at him, and I got home that day and I was looking at it and I'm like, he really does need a name. I have no idea what to name him. And so you had made those suggestions and I was thinking about which one of those names would fit, and I like Rudolph. Rudolph fits him. It's old-fashioned. He's an old-fashioned guy, bit of a gentleman. What he's doing hanging out in a Western saloon, I have no idea, but hey, I guess we'll figure it out. It's Michael's dollhouse. Anyway, I'll get back to you when I decide whether or not I can actually get through the sanding of this and its very intense texture. I'm going to guess that this probably happened from being left in moisture. So it's kind of water worn, but when I sanded this little bit of it here, it actually came a little smooth and it feels okay except for that bit right there. So I'll come back to you on this. Well, this is going to take a little longer than I thought. Here's a couple of hours worth of sanding. That paint was on there really, really thick. But it's a lot smoother. And that bubble right there is definitely, I don't know what to do about that. But I was able to get a bunch of the paint off, and that's just on this part. But I can't reach the area down here because my sander, so I'm going to have to do that by hand with a regular just piece of sandpaper. But I got some of this, but this took quite a while. You can see that it's not as rough as it was. But this is an undertaking that's going to take a little bit. So I think that I'm not going to be able to get all the paint off. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is putting a primer on it and yeah, putting shingles on it, which means I'm going to have to order a bunch of shingles, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. I think it'd actually look really cute, but it's just the way the paint went on, the damage to the wood, and if I can just get it smooth at the very least, that would be great. And I'm going to have to clean this back up again because, well, sawdust or paint dust, I guess, everywhere, and I'm going to have to scrub it again. But I might actually just run the sander just to kind of smooth this over before I put the new floors in. I did go and pick up a few of the pieces to do a new floor, but I think I'm going to do like kind of a hardwood look in part of it. But I still haven't decided what exactly it's going to be when it's said and done. So it's still sitting on a chair. And we'll see what it's going to be when it's done. For the moment, I thought I would bring you back here just for a second so you could meet the infamous Mr. V. This is his place, and it looks like the light just went out. There we go. I need to do something with the wiring there. It keeps going out. But we have put a lot of pieces into his dollhouse. A lot of them I have made, like the gold and black ones. And this piece here, but we need to organize this space, but this is the infamous Mr. V. And I'm just going to leave that light off. But we were talking earlier about the newly named Rudy. This is Rudolph. Miss Mimi decided that was an appropriate name for him. And this is the downstairs, and I think it was meant to be a saloon. As you can see, this is a very Western style dollhouse. I would show you the other side of it, but it's against the window just now. But one of these days I'll turn it around. And you've already met Nancy the maid. She tends to go back and forth, and Mr. V is a very particular character and has very particular things. And then of course there's his very particular cat that I need to find something other than a bottle cap to put him in. But at some point we'll get this all organized and nice. But this is Mr. V, and this is Rudy. Well, I have sanded all I possibly can on this trip. I only had little bits of time, but we're going to revisit the little house probably next weekend and do some more stuff on it. Meanwhile, this week I think I'm going to start working on the floorboards and the stain, things like that, stuff to put in it, but still have no idea what it's going to be. Waiting for inspiration. Love all of your ideas though. I'm kind of torn between the little shops and the the Little Women. Man, I just don't know. Oh my goodness, you got to see this. Look down in the bottom window. Hooey is in the dollhouse. That's my dog. One of them anyway. Well, that was fun. I don't know why he's in there, but he seems to be happy in there. Anyhow, on that note, we'll see you on the next.